Hold on. Good morning. Sorry, it's kind of dark in my room. Whew, it's Friday and it's kind of gloomy and rainy outside. My head is not doing the best, but I'm feeling way better than I did on Monday. I can't believe it's the 15th of March. I feel like we were just saying Happy New Year's. It's crazy. But I love when it's the middle of of a month because I know that's when a lot of things come out. Like I know Lauren will have like new vinyls that come out on the 15th. A lot of people like will have patterns that come out today. So I'm really excited about that. I don't know if anyone can comment. I don't see any. There we go. Happy Friday. Yeah, so I am chilling with a ice pack on the back of my neck. Um, it's yesterday was almost like 80 degrees, and today is going to be warm, but like there's a storm system and so my brain. But I'm trying to see if I can get into the sewing room today. Um, you can't see? I have a picture up. I can see. I'm in a darker room. Uh, I don't know if there's any other light. I'm sorry. I can see myself just fine. I don't know if there. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that right now. I'm not in the dark. I have windows. I don't know. If Well, I'll just make this a short live then. So everything's fine. I'm okay. All right, guys. Then I'm sorry that it's dark, and I'm sorry. There's nothing really I can do at this point. I have two windows open, and I see myself just fine. I'm sorry. I look ghostly. I will. I did. My room is um it's dark outside, so it's not dark, it's rainy, so and overcast. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I was trying to go for a different location because was having an ice pack on the back of my neck. I'm gonna try to get to my sewing room today. I want to make a new camera bag because the camera bag I have is like 8 years old and it's time for an update. But yeah, it's overcast here too, and it's like super humid. Um, but I have the windows open, so that's good. So, yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. I will like sign off so that way you guys don't have to see me just in the dark, so it won't feel like a weird podcast. um, I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and I hope everyone has a really good day today. And it's Friday, so like there should be a lot of things that comes out. There should be, um, again, you have. I think Lauren always has something that comes out like the first and the 15th of each month. There should be some patterns out that come out. It's the 15th. The March. I'm still can't believe I'm saying that. Um, yeah. I don't know. Hold on. Is this better? Yeah, it's overcast. I have three windows in my bedroom. Um, but in my artwork that Kendall still needs to put up. I have three windows in my bedroom, which my if you're wondering what's it's not wallpaper. Our our bedroom's painted like it's called cracked pepper, and then Kendall, I don't know if you guys can see it, stitzeled raindrops that were red in our room. So, yeah, we have three windows in our room. It's just really, really dark right now. It's super dark. So I'm on my chase. My chase. That's really sweet, FGG. Let me remove that person. There we go. So, yeah, my plan is today I'm trying to bite off, like, get rid of this headache. I took some Tylenol. I took liquid Tylenol. Okay, so I don't know if I told you guys that after I had my son, I like my migraines were going like crazy, and they thought it was maybe because of the epidural. So this nurse comes in and she gives me liquid Tylenol. I'm like, is this children's Tylenol? She's like, no, they have liquid Tylenol for adults. I'm like, I have never seen liquid Tylenol. I swear to you, the minute she gave it to me, about 30 minutes later, I wanted to do cartwheels with the C-section. It was like amazing. So it tastes absolutely disgusting. It's like payback for giving your kids Robitussin or something. But I usually feel pretty good within 30 minutes to an hour. So I took some liquid Tylenol. I'm going to chill with the ice pack on the back of my neck and have like a. You hear the woodpeckers? We have two woodpeckers that are like going to town, like pecking at wood. Um, oh my God, that is so awesome! It's a wonderful machine. You're absolutely gonna love it. That is so great. Oh, I'm so sorry, Julie. I think she said that she got the 1341, the Thor. That is awesome. Um, we have these crows out here that are like half crow, half vulture, and they're like petrifying. They're like scary to look at. And sometimes I wonder when Edgar Allan Poe wrote that poem if he was quoting that kind of crow because they're massive. They're like, and they're savage. Like I have seen them just swoop down and like grab a um a squirrel. They're like, I'm like, if I had a small toy dog, I would be like really afraid to leave it out in the backyard by itself. Um, let's see. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Then I want to make a new camera bag because the camera bag I have right now is like one of the first ones I made, and I use CL, and it still is stretchy. Like I did not use any stabilizers. I don't understand how the bag is not like warped. I wish I can go back to 6, 7 years ago when I made this to figure out what I did. I made it on my Juki QVP Mini, and it's a Good Morning. It's a Sarah Lawson's camera bag, and so I want to make a new one. I want to make a leather one so that way I could put my camera in there. So that's what I would like to do today, just to have something to go back to the workroom and like a refresher palette. But I might make I think it's Camille from Swoon. I might make it like that, but I don't know if I want to make it in leather or if I want to make it in cork. Oh, that's so cute. I'm glad that you guys are going to be roommates. Julie's a good roommate, a good person, and Lynette's a good person, so that's going to be awesome. You guys, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited. I'm freaking out that I have my so whatever, and I can't believe next month. That's crazy. So yeah, yes, the ravens and the crows are different breeds, but I don't know. I'm not too sure what these are. I call them like raven vultures or crow vultures because they're massive. They're like you could see them. They usually are at like behind grocery stores because that's where they dump food. They're massive. They're like a size of a medium-sized dog. Like if somebody was like, "Oh, they weigh 40 pounds," I wouldn't bat an eye. Like I'll be like, "Yeah, that sounds about right." They're a very weird bird. I've never seen them before. I've only seen them out here. So, ooh, the lone would be a good one. I love that pattern. That pattern always comes out so cool to me because I think that it looks super complicated, and then the way she makes it, it's like Joe and Adam make really good patterns, and they put a lot of effort and time into their patterns, and you can tell. That would be a good one. I do have like a couple of lenses, so the only reason why I was thinking about So Sweetness because I made it, and there's three sizes. And I think the Camille comes in two sizes, if I'm not mistaken. I just wanted something that had a lot more slots to it than the one I have now. I would need to go run out and get some foam too, because both of them you need foam. With the one with So Sweetness, you need also the green foam, the craft foam, because you don't sew with it. You wind up making pouches, inserting it, and then sewing the pouches shut, and then sticking it in. And she has dividers inside of it. So like I think that I don't know, that was it's been a really good camera bag. Honestly, it's still a great camera bag. I just want to update it because that knit, I didn't notice it until it snagged on something yesterday. I was like, I didn't stabilize this. Now, grant you, this is again 6-7 years ago, and apparently I was a cocky little thing thinking that I can make a camera bag out of all knit. Now I went over it with a fine tooth comb yesterday. No, there's no areas where it's warped. So normally if you don't stabilize knit, like if you had Jack's face, his face can be like warped because of the stretch going in any direction. For some odd reason there it didn't. I don't know if I basted it on with the foam. I'm not too sure, but there is no stabilizer. I just fill the knit and then the foam. So I'm not too sure. So I'm kind of excited. I want to definitely do that one of those, and I really want to make it in leather. I have this derby leather that I've been wanting to make something. Yes, Loki. He's like right here. I know, Papa. You're a good boy. I he's he's been my personal companion all week long. I know they hear you, Papa. I know. You want to come up here? Up? No. All right. There you go. So yeah, he's been my personal companion this whole week. So he's he wants his kids whenever he goes outside to whenever he goes to a window, he just like he faces the direction of this school and he waits for them. He wants his babies. Yeah, he's a cutie. I keep saying my favorite person. We went to the sewing expo. He found a roll of marine violet juniper for green for $7. Holy smokes, that was a steal. That was a steal. $7. That is amazing. We all because vinyl can get really expensive. What are you doing? Um. So yeah. Okay. So I also got to design the tags for Patreon for the month of April yesterday, and I had so much fun doing those. I'm digitizing right now a lapel to do on the back of a Rosie. I got commissioned to do a Rosie in a character that is this. He's a vampire. I don't know the name of the game, but I know the character because I researched the character thoroughly before I started designing. He's a vampire that's like in a love triangle, and he has like this weird tattoo on his back that's like a burn. So I went and found all these different embroideries and stuff like that, and this person wants it in a Rosie, and I think I got it down packed, so I will be able to make that next week, and I'm really excited about doing that. Okay, meow meow, you're not a nice person. Let's do this. Okay. You should definitely want to. What leather's fun to work with. It's intimidating at times. I don't know everything there needs to know about it, but I don't know everything I need to know about sewing. That's a great thing. The one thing I love about sewing is that we're consistently learning new more stuff. There's not a cap. There's not like something where you like max out and you know everything. There's always somebody creating something new. This is one of the reasons why I like to buy patterns. I know there's a lot of controversy of people saying that this pattern looks with this pattern and why should I buy both? Because you're getting the person's different perspective. It's like a teacher getting a essay from each one of their students off the same, like, I don't know, let's pick dolphins. You're going to get 30 students different perspective, and you may learn something from each one of them. It's the same thing. It's the same concept with pattern designers, that there might be a bag that is similar, but it might be different techniques. So yeah, that's why I like sewing so much. I do not know everything there is to know about leather. I'm always learning more, and I feel a little bit confident to create my own bag. I have made leather satchels and computer bags for my husband. He has a really cool one that it's like this really like beautiful pulled leather, and it looks like a regular leather bag, right? But then when you open up the pockets, it's all Aquaman, and Aquaman zipper pulls. It's really it's really cool. It's like low key nerd. He wants one that has for the Flash now. So yeah, so now I want to make a camera bag. Hey Virginia. Oh, no worries. So that's my favorite part of sewing. If somebody was to ask, is that the learning is never ending. Um, and that's what I love. Someone's always creating something new, and it's amazing. And then it gets your brain to start working. Like, I don't know. And I love when somebody comes out with something like out of left field that no one has done before, and you're like, oh, I'll give you an example. If you're in Shannon's group, like a few months ago, or probably even closer to half a year ago, she came out with a House of Targaryen bag, or it was a Games of Thrones bag, and she had the dragon scales. She was the first person I seen that did it, and blew me away because the a lot of this you kind of forget that you could sew with craft foam unless you're like a cosplayer. So that threw me into a tailspin of what I want to do for a Games of Thrones bag. Then Amy from Bedhog Designs, she did something like this. But I didn't ask her, but what I feel like she did is she used a leather punch that looked like kind of like dragon feathers, and she punched it, and she did reverse applique. So I mean, she did applique. So she had a piece of cotton or something underneath the punch, where the punched area is. Yeah, it was in December. So Amy has one out right now where like there's little feathers out, and then you can see underneath her feathers there's stitching. So she did like an applique of sort, but it gives that texture of dragon scales. And I think we all play off of each other, and we all inspire each other to maybe think outside the box, because as soon as I seen these two things together, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get leather, I'm gonna go get a punch that looks like dragon scales and punch things out and do an applique, because this is gonna be super cool. And that's the beauty about the sewing world. We all kind of like feed off of each other's energy. And when someone comes out with something new, it like literally makes me super excited and happy, because it I don't know, it just gets that creative juice process going. You know what I mean? And you're just like, okay, I want to make something like this. I even like sometimes looking at name brand bags and to see what's in style for them and how we can incorporate it into the bag world. It's pretty cool when we're able to do things that are outside of the box, and we're constantly getting told there's no more rules, which is crazy, which is crazy good to me, because remember when I first started sewing, everybody was like, "Oh, zippers close to the left," and then like you had all these right, like lefty people, like I like my zippers close to the right. Now people are like, close your zippers however you want. It's whatever makes you or your customer easier. There's no rules, and there's only room to grow. So yeah, that bag was amazing, wasn't it? Like that bag was fire. And then and it inspired so many other bags. So many other people have now tried to come out and do the same. But the first bag I remember was Shannon's. And then if you guys look at Bedhog, I don't know what the pattern she used, but she did something with like a punch of some sort and applique. That's Shannon's Shannon's was dope and Amy's is dope, and they're like two same things with having dragon scales, but two different ways of interpreting it. And that stuff, like if I was a puppy, I would wag my tail right now because seriously, it gets me excited. Like who doesn't get excited off of new stuff? Like it just, I don't know. You have to go to her. You can either follow her on Instagram, or Shannon's group is Not a Thread Co. If you look right above you, you can see where Shannon's commenting. Like I had a lot of fun making those two. Go to like see her name, Not a Threads Co. And she has that little the spool. Just follow. Go into unless Sandra, are you here where you can put a link in for her Not a Thread Co.'s Facebook? And it was Aura Rosa. You're right. I could not remember the. Yes, you're right. It's the Bella Bucket bag. And for Amy's bag, you need to go to Aura Rosa to see it. Bedhog makes some of the best bags I've ever seen. Like her stitch game is. If I was by her, I would totally do Wade's World. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. I don't know what goes through Amy's process, and I would love to interview her because her brain is amazing. I fangirl over every single person's bag. They always make me excited because there might be something that's a little bit different that's from the pattern that makes me go like, ooh, how can I expand on this idea? Or what can I do? Like, can I put this in a different bag? Or, you know. Oh, Sandra, if you can put Not a Thread Co.'s Facebook group link, I would really, really appreciate you. You're not on Facebook? Can you do the Instagram link? Are you on Instagram? If not, if I don't like try to push social media on anybody, Instagram is a safer space than Facebook. And I'm not gonna lie to you. One of my favorite things to do is to open up and then it'll say Not a Thread Co. Threads Co. Has a reel or a post, and it's like I feel like Shannon makes movie trailers for bags. Not like this is December's trailer, like Super Bowl ad. Like where you're like, oh my god, this summer's gonna be the best movie ever. Like, it's always really elegant, and I feel like if I was to do it, if I was to do like mine would totally be like a funny messed up spoof because I don't know how she does half the angles she does. Like they're very very good. Just trust me. If you don't feel like Facebook is a safe space, I completely understand. It's easier to interact with people on Instagram because there's not a form and it's the person can get to you directly. It's just a safer space to me, I think. Um, and like Instagram doesn't play. Once something gets reported, it's it's down. Yeah, it is. It is. And I like, and then, but the thing about Instagram, a lot of people like, okay, so I'll put like hashtag Rosie Sling. So if you look just Rosie Sling in the search engine, you can see like anybody that posts on Instagram, their Sling so you can get inspired, or they put hashtag Not a Threads Co. You'll see any of the bags. So like it's a safe space if you don't want to be on Facebook. Oh, thank you, June. That was very nice of you. My nephew's name is Nasim. Yeah, Amy's a beast, dude. I don't like her. Like even she has like a oh so pretty bag out that's 80s theme, and I'm like, it looks like the little paper cups that you said. That's what it reminds me of is the water cups that you would get. That I don't think they have that symbol like that same style anymore. I don't know. I haven't been around a water hole for a while, so. Oh yeah. My first Bella Bucket bag, Kendall, I asked Kendall to take it to his job. I took pictures outside and somebody wanted it, and then someone at his job was like, "Oh, it's Valentine's Day. I would like to buy this for my wife," and it was sold. Thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate you. Yeah. Yes, that's what you got. That's what you're seeing. My brain immediately went to those water cups. I was like, she has this thing, like she's really like Amy is super talented. Like I like everyone's stuff. Like I feel like each person that I watch and look at, like they know, like I don't know. Like I love watching Nico or Nicole from Sonar because she has like a gift of putting fabrics together, especially corks together. So her new wallet, Juno wallet, the one that she has, she's been promoting. I've been like lusting after that wallet because she used a couple of prints, two of them which I have, and I'm like, I never would have thought about putting these three fabrics together. So I don't know. I like watching people because I think everyone has like a superpower or multiple superpowers in this bag game, and watching other people like be creative gets my creative juices going and gets me excited because I don't know. I guess think of it like this. My husband, when there he talks about football teams like he when he talks to his dad, he talks about football teams like he owns the team. And when he makes his fantasy football teams, he acts like he owns the players. My dad and my brothers love basketball, and they talk about the Lakers like they own the Lakers. So I feel like that maybe is how I feel about sewing. It's not that I own these people, but it's just like it gets me so excited that it like I own a part of this world. And it's my sport, it's my passion, just like watching football or watching basketball for the men in my life is. So that's what I think of it, and it just gets me. Sorry, he's like half his body is on me, and the other half is like trying to look out the window. Yeah, I know. Isn't matching fabric? Matching fabric needs to be a class on itself because, like, some people are dead on. So there was one of the first times I watched Sarah Lawson. She said something that was very important. She showed like it's an old episode of like Social Sunday. Like it is old. It is more than 5 years old. Okay. She showed like two or three bags, and they were the same bags, but everybody gravitated to the one in the middle. And she had a valid point. You can make an absolutely stunning bag, but if the fabric does not look good or appeal to others, people don't won't like it, gravitate towards it, or whatever. And it was a very important lesson to her learn because all to her, the one that everyone gravitated to was the worst one that she didn't like. It wasn't giving her all. So learning about like fabric coordination and what can appeal to eye is important because think about it. We look at designers. You know Betsy Johnson's work. Betsy Johnson can draw a doodle and you that was Loki. Betsy Johnson could draw a doodle and you'll know her work. You know when you see Chanel coming down the runway. You know when you see like certain designers just because of how their work go. So like color theory is very important. Learning about different fabrics, fabric textures, all that stuff like that is really important because it really can make or break your bag. And so my favorite thing to do is to scroll through Instagram to see different people's bags. I love looking at all bigger names to see what kind of fabrics are out for the next following season. It's just something. It's another part of the passion that I have for the sewing. Yeah, it is. It's because of it's our passion, 100%. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna stuff my face and put an ice block on the back of my head, and then hopefully I can get down to work to start sewing. Get on Instagram, yeah, like seriously, like I'm telling you, get on Instagram just for Shannon alone. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it because one, her like they're like trailers. I'm not trying to put pressure on Shannon at all, but like her Instagrams are like it's Super Bowl Sunday trailers. I am not joking with you. Like I'm like, yeah. And then there's a lot of people that go on Instagram. I think Crafty Reporters on there a lot. There is like you'll have like by Annie, she'll have like things coming on. You'll have like a lot of fabric groups that come on live showing you what the next fabric line's going on. And I feel like it's a safer space than than Facebook. If that's the reason why you're not on Facebook, is to be in a safe space, completely understand. Because a lot of my people on Patreon are actually not on Facebook. So this is the only reason why I advocate for Instagram, because you don't have to interact as much. Like, you could just put a heart comment and keep it pushing. And I feel like you just get to see more of the world's bags, so you get to connect with so many other people. Like, there's so many beautiful German bag makers, man. There's so many like different all over the world, and I just feel like Instagram encapsulates the bag community pretty well. Like, you can see so many people from across all over the world in their bag making skills. I'll be like, this is, you should do a credit. This is the future. This will be coming out in May 2024. Buy your tickets ahead of time. Sorry. Um, Thank you, Lynette. So I will talk to you guys all later. I hope everyone has a really, really good day, and I will talk to you on Sunday.